Hi, I'm Amuna Homa. I'm a member of ChevratNashim, the organization that runs our mikveh in Sharon, Massachusetts. We're standing here outside our mikveh. I've lived in Sharon for a good chunk of my life and have always wanted to come back, raise my own family in this wonderful community. And we're here today to show you just why this mikveh so badly needs to be renovated and expanded. Come on inside. Welcome. As you can see, I'm being filled from outside because the space is so small. There's barely enough space for two people to stand in here. As you come in, this is the room where a woman would enter. There would be an attendant, whoever is on that night, sitting in this chair over here to my left. If you look to my right, you'll see the two entrances to our two modest little prep rooms. And if you continue to the right, you will see an entrance to our very small powder room. This little powder room exists because, as you will see, there's so little space in the two prep rooms that we're not actually able to fit a toilet into either one. This is where we keep extra cleaning materials, and occasionally, if a woman needs to wait in here, women have even prepared in this tiny little room when we have had more users than we've anticipated. So we're going to close the door to the powder room, and you will see this modest little bench where women can wait if there is a wait for the two prep rooms. And this little bin right here is the space where we put any linens that have been used during the night. They later get brought outside. And that's all the space that we have in this waiting area. I'm going to show you how I stretch out my arms. I can touch both walls. And here is our first prep room. You can follow me inside. So, don't even have to try to stretch my arms in here. Over here, they have the tiny little sink that barely fits to allow one person to stand between the shower and the sink. The storage, just to show you, this is all that we have to speak of, this little cart. And then a shower and bath. There's barely room to set down your things, barely room to change, no space for storage. And as you will notice, there's no hallway for a shomeret, for an attendant to pass through. So when a woman is ready to proceed to the mikveh, the shomeret has to come through the door that you entered through, squeeze past the woman who is now prepared, and they both have to exit through this door to the mikveh itself. So this is what a woman is given when she comes to use our mikveh. There's a little comb, the disposable slippers, a tiny washcloth, and the sheet that she will eventually have to wrap herself in because we don't have robes. Alright, I'm going to take you into the second prep room now, right next to the first. I'm going to take a moment to point out how very narrow these doorways are. There is no way to make these any wider, so any woman with even mild mobility issues has trouble even getting into a prep room. We'll continue in. In this room, the shower and tub are right over here. Again, barely any space, nowhere to put anything down. I have to close the door to the mikveh in order to even be able to make it to the sink. You'll see your little sink here. Again, nowhere to set anything down, nowhere to change. If we look above the mirror, we see wires coming out of holes in the wall. And this here, a woman is getting ready right next to this. This is the folding door to our boiler room that holds all of the mechanical equipment that we need for the mikveh. So this is the experience a woman has getting ready. Barely space to move around, nowhere to put anything down. And if there's even the slightest mobility issue or slightest discomfort, there's nothing to help her have a good experience. I'm going to take you into the mikveh next. Alright, we're going to close this door so you can better see the mikveh pool. I'm standing where the shomeret would stand. Woman would go down the steps. You see the mikveh pool. The mikveh pool structurally is in excellent condition, but you can see the tile. The tile has been here just like everything else since the early 80s. It's structurally doing okay, but it's covered in grime, and you can see the railing is getting rusty. It's a space that you go down into without any sense of luxury. We thank you so much for taking the time to look and to see what we have here, and any help that you might be able to give to make this an extraordinary experience for women. We hope to expand this mikveh modestly, but enough to make rooms that welcome women, to make a space that make women want to come and spend their time and experience this mitzvah in the most beautiful possible way. Thank you so much for your time.